What happens when NASA and ESA join forces for one of the most ambitious space missions ever? A mission that rewrote everything we knew about Saturn, its rings, and its mysterious moons. This wasn't the first time NASA and ESA worked together, but Cassini-Huygens was their most daring and complete partnership yet. It's a story of discovery, teamwork, and a grand finale unlike anything before. So let's start from the very beginning. Back in the 1980s, when a dream to explore Saturn first took shape. Before we dive deep, if you love stories about space and exploration, hit that like button, subscribe to Knowledge Vault, and tell us in the comments, which Saturn moon fascinates you the most, Titan or Enceladus? All right, let's begin our journey. By the late 1970s and early 1980s, scientists at NASA and the European Space Agency were dreaming beyond flybys. They wanted a full-scale orbiting mission around Saturn and even a lander for its largest moon, Titan. In 1989, both agencies agreed to design it together. NASA would build the Cassini orbiter, ESA would design the Huygens probe, and the Italian Space Agency, ASI, would contribute critical communication systems. That partnership would later become known as the Cassini-Huygens mission. The building years, 1990s. Cassini wasn't small. It weighed nearly 6 tons, carrying 18 powerful scientific instruments. It could study Saturn's atmosphere, magnetic field, and over 60 moons. Huygens, on the other hand, was built to survive a parachute descent through Titan's thick orange atmosphere. This mission wasn't just technical, it was a statement of global cooperation. The launch. October 15, 1997. Cassini-Huygens launched from Cape Canaveral, Florida, aboard a Titan IVB rocket. Directly flying to Saturn would have required too much fuel, so engineers used a clever trick: gravity assists. Cassini slingshotted around Venus twice, Earth once, and Jupiter once, using their gravity to pick up speed and save energy. 7 long years later, after traveling 4.9 billion miles, Cassini finally arrived at its destination. Arrival at Saturn, July 1, 2004. On this day, history was made. Cassini became the first spacecraft to enter Saturn's orbit, and for the next 13 years, it would show us the planet like never before. The golden rings, the swirling storms, the mysterious shadows. Everything came to life through Cassini's eyes. Huygens' descent to Titan, January 14, 2005. A few months later, Cassini released its companion, Huygens. 2 weeks later, it descended through Titan's hazy atmosphere. For 2 hours, it parachuted down and landed softly on the surface, making it the first human-made object to land on a world beyond Mars. It revealed a landscape carved by rivers and lakes, not of water, but of liquid methane and ethane. Titan, it turned out, was eerily similar to Earth, only much colder and stranger. In 2005, Cassini detected icy plumes shooting from the tiny moon Enceladus. Analysis revealed liquid water and organic molecules beneath its frozen surface, hinting at possible conditions for life. Cassini's radar mapped entire seas and storm systems on Titan. It was the only place besides Earth with lakes and rain, though made of methane instead of water. Cassini uncovered complex ring structures, tiny shepherd moons, and even recorded ring music, vibrations caused by gravitational waves inside the rings. Cassini's mission was supposed to end in 2008, but its success led to 2 extensions, the Equinox and Solstice missions, which kept it alive until 2017. By then, its fuel was almost gone, To prevent accidental contamination of potentially habitable moons, NASA made a bold decision. Cassini would dive into Saturn itself, a controlled death that would also collect never-before-seen data. This became known as the grand finale. At 7:55 a.m. UTC, Cassini entered Saturn's atmosphere. For the last 90 seconds, it transmitted data back to Earth. Then its signal faded. After 20 years in space and 13 years orbiting Saturn, Cassini became part of the planet it had studied. It went down not as a failure, but as a final salute to human curiosity and cooperation. Cassini-Huygens forever changed how we understand giant planets, their rings and their moons. It taught us that oceans can exist far from the sun and that life might not be unique to Earth. But perhaps its greatest lesson was this, that when nations work together, even the cold, distant worlds of Saturn can become places of wonder. If you enjoyed this journey through space and time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Knowledge Vault, where we bring you more stories of science, exploration, and the mysteries of the universe. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep your eyes on the stars.